Support for Musicology comes from the College of Arts and Letters at Cal State San Bernardino, an Inland Empire hub for the arts and humanities, and home to the Robert and Frances Fullerton Museum of Art, and Coyote Radio, playing local bands 24/7. The College of Arts and Letters at Cal State San Bernardino. Learn more at cal.csusb.edu.
Hey there, music fans. I'm your host, Manel Michelle, and welcome to the season premiere of the Musicology Show. What is Musicology? Musicology is this space right here where we bring you the best in local music and emerging talent. So you don't want to miss today's episode. Our first episode includes The Chimpz with a Z and DW3, some smooth jazz. So keep it locked right here on Musicology.
Woo! still alive and woo!
So, what is music? Rhythm and blues, commonly known as R&B, originated in African American communities in the 1940s, when jazz-based repetitive beat music was hitting the scene. The term rhythm and blues was originally used by record labels to describe this heavy, insistent bass sound marketed to those urban populaces. In 1949, Billboard magazine decided to replace what they marketed as their race records chart with a new rhythm and blues records. Great move, right? Well, around the 1950s through the 1970s, the typical R&B group is made up of a multitude of instruments, including piano, one or two guitars, bass drums, saxophones, and often background vocalists. However, since coining the term rhythm and blues, the meaning has shifted substantially, resulting in various artists labeling themselves under the R&B umbrella. For example, big players like B.B. King and Etta James fell into this category. However, by the mid-1950s, R&B began contributing to the development of what we know now as rock and roll, specifically Elvis Presley. In the 1960s, even some British rock bands such as the Rolling Stones, The Who, and The Animals were referred to and promoted as being R&B bands. Confused yet? Well, in 1964, different R&B subgenres began to surface, with posters for The Who's residency from the Marquee Club containing the slogan, Maximum R&B. Later, this became British Rhythm and Blues, which was their mix of rock and roll and R&B. As the 70s hit, the term rhythm and blues started being used as a blanket term for soul and funk. This brings the concept of R&B a little bit closer to the original message from the 50s, but still somewhat of a leap considering the genre's instrumental pieces. A newer style of R&B developed in the 1980s, becoming known as contemporary R&B. This included artists such as Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Bobby Brown, and Quincy Jones. Popular R&B vocalists at the end of the 21st century also included Prince, Stevie Wonder, Chaka Khan, and Whitney Houston. Today, there are about 8 subgenres of R&B, and one can only assume that will continue to grow and inspire more expansive and creative artists to build their own sound and definition. We hope you enjoyed this segment of What is Music?
Are brown and the sky is gray. I went out for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. Ooh, California dreaming on such a winter's day. I stepped into a church I passed along the way. I got down on my knees and I pretended to pray. You know the preacher, he likes to call, 'cause he knows I'm gonna stay. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Oh, the leaves are brown and the sky is so gray. I wait for a while on a cold winter's day. I'd be so safe and warm if I was in LA. Oh, California dreaming on such a winter's day. California dreaming. Ooh, talk to me, baby.
Like a dream in the sky, I fly so high.
Hey, dream on. You better dream on, dream on. Dream on. Dream, 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 dream on. I gotta keep dreaming for me, for you. Dream on. Yo quiero regresar a mi tierra, quiero regresar a California. Yo quiero estar ahí contigo. Déjame quedarme aquí contigo, mami chula, no. No me quiero ir, no me quiero ir. Oh.
What's up, team? This is Robert Porter with the Musicology History Tidbit.
It's Musicology.
The Rolling Stones played their first U.S. concert at the National Orange Show at Swing Auditorium on June 5th, 1964. The Rolling Stones played 11 shows on their first gig, beginning their U.S. invasion. They played a cover of the hit Get Your Kicks on Route 66 by Bobby Troup in 1946. The Stones were hired by program director Bill Watson for $6,000. And with a little pretending that San Bernardino was right next to LA, history was made. The Rolling Stones were super hyped by radio station Cayman. DJ Bill Watson drove out to LAX to pick him up. And according to Tim Abney,
at the private celebration following the 35th anniversary broadcast in 1997, Bill Watson told the truth. He said when they picked up the Rolling Stones, they were dirty, they smelled bad, and he thought they'd made the biggest mistake of their lives.
K-Man promoted the Rolling Stones as the ugliest rock and roll band ever, all across the Inland Empire. The show was a hit with the youthful audience, and guitarist Keith Richards was quoted, "Our first American gig was in San Bernardino. It was a straight goss, man. They knew all the songs and they were all bopping. It was like being back home. Route 66 mentioned San Bernardino, so everybody was into it." K-Man disc jockey Tim Abney recalls,
"It was a good thing that the San Bernardino police were prepared, because with all the kids rushing the stage, they had their hands full, throwing them back off.
Good thing the San Bernardino Police Department was there. They had to protect the band after the show, prompting a reporter to say later, good thing the riot squad was there." According to the Cayman documentary, the band pulled a London exit, dropping their instruments and running off stage. Once again, I'm Indiana Rob, and I love history.
Musicology. Them be the rocker shaka, brah.
So, what is music? Rap rock. One of the earliest examples of rapping in rock music is Year of the Guru by Eric Burdon and the Animals. Another example is I Wanna Be Your Dog, a 1969 song by garage rock band The Stooges. In 1983, Kiss released the song All Hell's Breaking Loose on the album Lick It Up with singer Paul Stanley rapping the verses. In 1984, the Red Hot Chili Peppers vocalist Anthony Kiedis employed rapping on the band's self-titled debut album as well as subsequent releases. Then came LL Cool J's Rock the Bells, which fused conventional rap lyrics over a hard rock arrangement. In 1986, the Beastie Boys released their debut album, Licensed to Ill, with producer Rick Rubin, who is credited with creating the rap rock genre. In 1986, Run DMC collaborated with Aerosmith on a remake of Walk This Way, first released in 1975. The success of the Walk This Way remake helped bring hip-hop into popularity within a mainstream white audience. In 1989, Tone Loc's rock-rap classic, Wild Thing, reached #1 in America. In 1991, thrash metal band Anthrax collaborated with political hip-hop band Public Enemy on a version of Bring the Noise. Rap rock began to enter the mainstream with bands such as 311, Faith No More, and Rage Against the Machine. British bands like Pop Will Eat Itself and Censor were similarly shaping the genre across Europe. Rock rap continued into the early 2000s with the chart-topping band Limp Bizkit. In 2002, Linkin Park and POD continued with the rock rap success. And during the 2010s, the genre continued with a new wave of artists, including Death Grips and 21 Pilots. We hope you enjoyed this segment of What is Music?
Cracking partner, let's go from right to left. Keep that head up, move your jaws, get up on the roll, live your life with no regret, keep it not just watch your step, on an ass kid, hold me down, get your feet up off the ground, always grinding, ain't no stopping, keep on moving, ears are popping, flying high like an aviator, head gets stiff like full of haters, nothing but just instigators, riding dirty, see you later, quit that mic inside your hand, plug it in, let's start a band, stand up straight, stand up tall, scream out loud, let's never fall, right to left we stand, hold the line, don't lose it, lose, that's how we rock, we keep it fresh, that is how we stand, we rolling now, have no regret, what you see is what you get, get in your full door, riding it real slow, copy a shot before you walk into my show, nothing but players here, and that's the way it goes, one to the to my step, right to left, here we go. That's how we always stand. Hold the line, don't lose your step. That's how we rock, got to keep it fresh. And what you see is what the people get. What you see is what the people get. Right to left, we step. We rollin' now, no regrets. What you see is what you get. Live with no regrets. Keep it straight, that's how we wreck. Down the line, all about respect.
Once again, I'm your host, Manel Michelle, and we had a fantastic time on the season premiere of Musicology Show. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you tune in week after week. And if you think you have what it takes to be on this show, submit your music to musicologyie.com. And who knows, you might be in this season of the Musicology Show. And as Shakespeare says, if music be the food of love, then play on. Till next time.
I love history.
Sit back, relax, and close your eyes.